Welcome back, everyone. This is Hawkins, and we're going to be playing some Floris Evolved. This is version 1.172. Is there a newer one than that? I don't know. Somewhere in there. Anyways, we are going to be starting a new game here. And I have a very specific plan here, and it's going to be a different sort of a twist. So this is the Floris mod. If you haven't seen the Floris mod before, why not, first of all? It does a number of things. It gives you the option to change the type of troops, and it lines them up very differently, gives a much more diverse set of troops, a full different set of all the troops. It's not just for specific kingdoms, for the rebel groups, everything. They all get different troops. So I think we'll start in the Grand Principality of the Vigors. Gives this option to gather companions. Those are the friends that you can get to join you that are kind of perma-heroes with you. I'm going to gather them so they all start in the first place. I'm going to be using this mod a little bit, so I'm not doing a extreme vanilla version of the game. So we're actually going to be doing a female character. This is going to be our theme. This character... not really sure how I'm going to lay it out. Let's look through what we want here. Lady in waiting, slave trader would be very nice. I like the prisoner management thing. Lust for money and power. Does that give us more prisoner management? No? Power strike, sword mastery, slave trader. She can be stepchild. And father was an impoverished noble. Why not? And go with... She wasn't a page. A courtier. A noble in training under her father, perhaps. Later in life, she became a slave trader because her father was let's say killed, so we go for personal revenge. Sounds like a great idea. Riding 4, tactics 2, weapon mastery 1, power strike 1, persuasion 1, prisoner management 3, leadership 4. I kind of like that. I kind of like that collection. What else? Throwing weapons. She's terrible with crossbows and bows, and lances, and she's decent with this one-handed sword, which is probably what we're going to start her out with. Select gather heroes again, apparently, because anytime you change these, that seems to throw that off. Yep, it does. You had to make sure you do those last. We do want the expanded troop tree, and you could go read through a bio. It's all in here. I'm not going to be playing a whole bunch of real RP on this, but what we are going to do is we're going to have... Thank you much. We're going to have Miss Hannah Kalia here is going to be a war maid of sorts. So she's going to be a warrior lady who is focused, very focused on her support for the ladies of the community. Let's put it that way. She's going to be getting all the points in there. 12 strength. Power strike up, please. Actually, I want to make sure the leadership, persuasion, and training are up. There we go. Get another point, and let's give her a shield, an athletics, and a draw. Good. Now, she's only got 47 hit points. That's okay. 75 points in one-handed weaponry. And let's see what she's going to look like. That's not bad, actually. Let's just randomize till we find something of interest. Now, in this playthrough, I may find times when you may find times where I actually cut out of, normally in my playthroughs I'll show everything. Absolutely everything I do the whole time. I'll definitely be cutting for things like, that's kind of nice, I like that. She's a young war maid, and her hair color let's go with red. Sounds fiery. Okay, so she's going to be essentially supporting the ladies of the community. So the plan is, and the rules for this one for me, before we get into this first fight, is I'm going to have companions. The only companions I'm going to have is female companions. And so she's not going to have all the other dudes that she could join, you know, Floris and all the other guys aren't going to be on this squad. So it'll be female companions only. She's always going to take any opportunity to hire female troops, and especially things like saving villagers, all of that sort of Warmaid to the rescue sort of thing. And she can hire mercenary any female characters that she can hire. She will probably prioritize those. So we will have male dudes in the army, in the crew, but primary focus will be on the ladies, and the companions will only be ladies. So let's get in this first fight here. Let's see what she can do. Oh, that was half of her health. Hey. Shield up, block. Yeah, in the face. Okay, so that first arrow did some serious damage. Alright, we are going to get Ackley here to help us out. He's going to give us a mission. We're going to say, sure, I'm interested. We'll follow his little thing. If you haven't done this tutorial mission before, sorry, but I'm not going to read through it all. It's pretty ridiculous. Yes, we've chosen to be the Warmaid, so with a noble father. Let's check out what her banner is going to be. This one I like. It's very Scottish, when I am a Scotsman myself, or of Scottish descent, I should say. Kind of like that. Let's keep looking. I do love this sword and the wings. That's really good. We could go with this one. That's a good option. We'll probably come back through these and have a look. Nothing there catches my eye. Think Warmaid, Drake. Think Warmaid. No, nothing really there. Again, nothing of interest. The tree is nice. The black with the golden tree. I like that. There's Warmaid. We could have that as the icon. The little whatever she is, mermaid lady. Okay, I think this is back to this first page. Alright, so let's not take too long on this, but I definitely want to find one that seems suitable. Either the green sword and wings, that one. This one, if it was a better drawing, like it just really, ugh. You could do this. I like that. That one or that one? Let's go with this one. There's our banner too, chosen. Achievement unlocked. Migrating coconuts. What does migrating coconuts mean? Don't know. Some of these achievements have been, you know, I want to, let's put it this way, I want to get the female-related achievements. So, okay, so we're going to go visit, no, we're not going to visit the tavern. Bad choice. We're going to go to the moneylender, and we're going to borrow the 5,000 that we can always start borrowing. And in this case, we're going to go talk to the ladies. Hello, ladies. Emira, your story. Sorry, talk to her again. Apologize, I was rude earlier. What is your story again? My father was a well-known merchant here in Ravedan. Decided that I should be married to one of the business partners, a man well past the age of 30. Gasp. I had been an obedient daughter all my life, but it was a ridiculous and horrid position, so I ran away. Naughty, naughty. Well, as it happens, I run a company of mercenaries. I shall marry who I want, when I want. Moreover, regardless of what my father might think, I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself. You're going to stomp your feet too and have a little temper tantrum at the same time? I was thinking that I should perhaps join a band of gypsies, or perhaps a troop of mercenaries. Well, we happen to be mercenaries. Do you? Oh, well, I'm in no position to be picky. I'd be pleased to join you. Well, that's fantastic. I think you would find I would be a most valuable addition to the ranks. I am well versed in the classics of literature and can declaim several of the epic poems of my people. I play the lute and I am skilled manager of household servants. Well, that's a start. We can teach you the rest. That sounds good. Ymira has joined us. And that's grand. That is fantastic. Who are you? Do you have a need for mercenaries, madam? Me and 5 of my mates are looking for 1,600 dinar, 1,060 dinar, and I think that is one. I think those were female mercenaries. So I think maybe they were just very feminine-looking characters. Hello there, lassie. Have a drink on me. What's the occasion? Well, I managed to sell my wagon and pots. Lass, for once I've gotten money to spend and intend to put it to the best. For 30 years I followed the armies of the land, selling them victuals and drinks, watching their games and dice, and finding them girls, and nary a dinar was left in my purse at the end. There's no kind of life victualling the armies. You earn a bit here and there, and the soldiers spend your money. And then along comes one defeat, and you have to start all over, indebting yourself to buy a new wagon and new oxen. So, I've decided to get out of the business. But army life is all I know. What will you do now? Why, I'll be a soldier myself. Help my old hands to be a bit of loot to comfort me in my retirement. 2 boys I bore, both soldier brats, and they became soldiers themselves. One had his head split by the Kurjat war club, and the other died of the pox. But at least they didn't die hungry. You're crude, Empore Katrian. I know how to swing a blade, staunch a wound, and feed an army on the march. It would be a foolish captain to pass up the opportunity to hire an experienced campaigner like me. See, lassie, don't you command a war party? Say, lassie, don't you command a war party of your own? Yes, we do. For 100 dinar, we'll hire you. Absolutely. You sound like you've got far more to offer than the other lass over there. Oddval. Well, another one of the ladies. What's a fine-looking young woman like yourself doing without male admirers around here? Have a glass of horse milk on me. What's the occasion? I haven't been able to properly celebrate since my jealous competitors drove me away. Ah, best archer in the competition. Yes, the largest archery games in Calradia held in her village of Tulbak. Yeah. Some money. Men and women, children, everyone is equal on that day. This year it was my turn for glory. I hit all targets, beating everyone, only to be accused of cheating. How could they? Even though there was no evidence, I'm sure of it. ... The elders took a stance against me. Did you cheat, Oddval? I don't care. In the middle of the night, I ran away as fast as I could. No need to wait their judgment, for it was pretty clear that they would... what that would have been for me. Here I am now, celebrating a victory with you. There's always a place by my side for a good archer. That sounds good to me. I'm glad to offer you a drink, pretty face. Decided to be able to prove to the land my skill of the bow, and when their travels back home, then they shall beg for my return. Well, they can't have you, of course, and maybe earn a little while you're at it. Talking about money, could you afford the 200 bucks I owe? Sure, lass, sure. Oops, let's kick her. That's not kick her. Nadia, hero Nadia. Please, madame, protect me. They're after me. Who's after you? My father, my brother, the village elder, everyone. They are searching for me since I ran away. It was awful. Madame, the elder. He is mad, I say to you. For the past 3 years, he has taken a new woman every night, only to hang her in the morning. Every night for the past 3 years. That's 900 women. You realize that? The dude has hung 900 women. Nobody caught on? Both my elder sisters have died by his hand already, and every woman in the land is terrified. No kidding. Jack the Ripper, step aside. This dude is crazy. 900 and some odd, over 1,000 women killed, apparently, according to Nadia. One evening, my father uttered the words I have feared for months. Tonight, my dear Nadia, it will be your turn. How could he say that? How could he lead me to certain death? I screamed and kicked, so both my father and brothers had to drag me out of the house. I was wild, and in the struggle, I knocked over an oil lamp. The leaking oil lit fire in an instant. I used the panic moment to free myself and fled into the darkness of the night. My feet didn't stop until I reached this tavern, so please, dear madam, protect me from everyone who wants to kill me just because I'm a woman. Well, you struck the right chord here, lass. We're going to be a whole bunch of lady warriors, so let's go. Do you really want to help me? Thank heavens. Yes, we do. Join our crew, Nadia. We're happy to have you. Let's go do some fighting and stuff. Who's that over there in the corner? I see someone. Yeah, Clethy. Hello. What's your story, Clethy? From the looks of you, I'd say you're expecting to get into some fights in the future. Are you by chance looking for someone to help? Well, yes, we are. As long as I can remember, I have the weakness for pretty things. And it's gotten me into some trouble, you see. I grew up in this castle and bonded servant, working alongside my mother in the kitchens. I would amuse myself by hunting mice through the pantries and sculleries. I was so good at it that I put the castle cat out of a job, and eventually the lords realized that I might also be employed to track down bigger game on certain errands of a type perhaps better left unsaid. Needless to say, I found a number of opportunities to avail myself of trinkets that had formerly belonged to my lord's enemies. So I was able to buy myself out of bondage and find hire as a free agent. My last job was here in Riveton. Unfortunately, my last employer's wife had a lovely amulet of a kind I simply could not resist. She doesn't know it's missing yet, but she might soon. So tell me, are you looking for helpers? Sure thing, come along, my friend. I may not know how to read and write, but I know the quickest way to a man's heart is between his 4th and 5th rib. If you understand me. Alright. I can throw knives in addition to stabbing with them, and I'm slippery as quicksilver. You'll find me useful in a fight, I'll warrant. Alright. Join us. 200 dinar to pay for the fees. Gotcha. As they all seem to have some sort of cash cost. Any ladies in the group there? Townswoman. Nope, you're all dudes. Let's run upstairs and see if there's somebody upstairs. Oh, there's somebody under the stairs, it seems like. Oh no, that's just Brett. Thought it was ahead of somebody under the stairs. Oh, everybody's all lined up here. Hello, Mathilde. She's going to be, I think, the only noble female. So, this is the daughter and wife of Thanes, I think. I am from an old family in the northern lands, the daughter of a Thane and also wife of one. I fought by my husband's side and his partner both in war and in peace. But my husband died of the plague when I was still childless. My husband had declared that I should inherit his lands in the absence of any heir. My brother-in-law, cursed be his name, said that it was not our custom that women could inherit a thanedom. That was nonsense, but the gold bought the loyalties of enough of my husband's faithless servants for him to install himself in my hall. Where is your hall? Let's go take it back. So I fled something I was raised never to do, and something I hope never to do again. When I have enough gold to raise an army, I shall go back and take what is mine. I can offer opportunity to take money through good, honest fighting and pillaging. Can you? I shall accept your offer. I shall be pleased to fight by your side, but I warn you, if you ask me to gather the firewood or cook a meal, you'll not like the consequences. No fear, ma'am. Here, the widow and the daughter of a Thane. You're the widow and a daughter of a Thane, and you'll be treated as such. Then I will fight by your side, but first I want a bounty of 500 dinar. If you are a worthy captain, you can lead her company to riches and plunder. You should have no problem paying. I cannot afford to follow a pauper. 500 dinar it is, Mathilde. Let's get the party started here, shall we? Deshevy. Is Deshevy a dude? Deshevy's a girl, right? That is a really bad graph. Deshevy a female? I don't know. Deshevy, you're female, right? This is pretty awkward. I don't mean to be rude and all, but I think you're female. I was born to a weak father who married me off to a drunken layabout. Yes, who beat me. It was my bad luck when I ran away from my husband to be taken by a group of bandits. It was my bad luck that the only one among them who was kind to me, who taught me to hunt and to fight, inspired the jealousy of the others, who knifed him and forced him to run away again. But I do not count myself unlucky, stranger. No more than any other woman in Calradia. This fetid backwater, this dung heap among the nations, populated by apes and jackals. Are you by any chance looking for work? I might be. I could certainly use some money. But let the followers know that I do not suffer louts and brutes. Anyone who misbehaves around me will quickly find an arrow in their gullet. Excellent. But I want a payment of 300 dinar first. You're expecting me to work for free, do you? Nope, I expect you to be superstar. Okay, that should... Let's just go back into the tavern. I think we got everybody now. I hope that's everybody. Okay, now let's go to the market, see what we can get here for arms. Yes, thank you. I don't need your tutorial commentary. There we go. That's the item I want right there. So that one has -3 swing damage and takes 14 strength to wield. Might not be the best one. Let's switch these up, shall we? Bow in the second. Okay, let's go check out armor. Ooh, a +6 gauntlets. 2,000. No, we don't want armor from here. We want to go to buy food automatically. Check the shopping list. We don't want chicken. This is part of the mod. It lets you buy food automatically every time you walk out the door, which is, to me, fantastic. I don't want any of the ones that go bad. I think bread does, but anything from here up does not. So buy automatically when leaving. Done. Hit continue. It'll automatically buy food. And actually, if we check the market, we will now have a variety of different foods. So what it's going to do is actually keep us... you know what? I'm going to go back there and I'm going to set those up to 2. I want to keep 2 types of the foods. Any food that we can find that is purchasable, I want them to buy us up to 2 of any kind. There we go. Now we should have the food. There we go. It's got a couple dried meat, a couple green, some smoked fish, and some salmon, or sausage rather. And then automatically sell items is another feature from the mod. Price limit for auto sell. Set and continue. So anytime we come in here, stuff will auto sell that is crap, basically. Alright, what else do we need to do in here? I don't know that there's much we need to do in Rivendell. Let's check the party. What are these dudes? Those don't look like dudes, those look like ladies. Tell me about yourself. I am Adam. More about me. An eye for Jungfrau. What are you? Don't have a clue. Cool. Amazon shield. Alright. Sold. Can I steal your Amazon shield? Can I actually do that? What? Did I just steal her Amazon shield? No, I didn't. Okay, it won't actually let me do that. Don't think I can even give them items. Okay, so Rumors of the road. There's a tournament being held in Rivacheg. Now, dude, tavern guy, we gotta go talk to him. He's around here somewhere. Oh, you know what? I needed to switch up our crew. So in one of these things in the mod, actually, let's go to the camp there and do that. One of these things in the mod is the companions managing their tools. I want you to do, let's do one-handed weapons, shields, and bows. And arrows. There we go. And we'll upgrade armor applied to everyone on all those. So they'll automatically upgrade their horse if they can, upgrade any armor they can, and they'll automatically upgrade to making sure they all have a one-handed weapon and a shield and a bow and arrows, and the best of which each that they can get. That's good. Okay, now mod options. We want to skim through some of these. This is all the early game. We haven't even set foot anywhere. But this is kind of an intro, a step, setup sort of a thing anyway. So it allows us to have bodyguards. That's why you saw Ymira walking around with us. Actual threats is good. Enable battle timer, no. Minimap would be lovely. Let's drop the number there to say 60 for the size of it. We don't want it giant. I'm going to put a health bar on enemy troops and have their health bar show at 30 distance, 30 yards. Report extra, no. I don't need to report shot distance. Record battle size, let's put that up to the 150, which is I think the largest for that. We'll go ahead and use the health regen. They get a bit of regen when they kill somebody, both us and the AI. They get a bit of let's call it a morale boost, a hype, a buzz. Body sliding mode, all companions. So if I die, I switch to one of the other ladies. Enable battle continuation, yes. Knockout, let's charge all if we get knocked out. Reinforcements, reinforcement waves, let's up them to, I don't know, by a bit anyways, to 30. No, let's go 25. And the wave, speed of battle and map is fine. Reassign D-horse. Let's stop them from charging automatic when the belfry reaches the walls. Shield bashing for the AI, skirmishing, volley fire, all those things is good. I like those. Unticked, the more injured the horse is, the slower it goes. Lord returns from exile. Enabled but not frequent. Anti-women prejudice. We're going to leave this at default. You can disable it so that it's even kilter, or we can put it to high. We're not going to put it to high, but we are going to leave it at default, which is already crippling. We're going to turn up the reaction for tournament quests. TPE setting shortcut. Ah yes, that'll be later. That's a little extreme on the cloud cover. How about 32%? 32%, not 3. Fog 24. Just random. Disable companion complaints. I don't want the ladies to be fighting over each other and chasing each other out. They'll not get captured, they'll stay with us. They'll get injured, and they'll have to regenerate. No, but not get knocked right out. These bandit heroes form after the first month or two of the game, and they can be pretty awesome. They'll run around with like 100+ men, and they'll have 3 or 4 groups that follow them. Alright, that should do it. There we go. Resume travel. So we're going to go ahead next episode, and we're going to continue things from here. We have a party of we got these 6 whatever they are, I4s. I don't know what they are, but they're awesome. Mathilde, you can go up to the top. And Mira, your fancy dress can go down to the bottom. Nadia, you go down to the bottom here. Chevy, you're a fighter. Odval, you're a fighter. Katrin, you're less of a fighter. Alright, so that's going to be our order. Metheld, the noble, the Thane Metheld. Let's change. Can we change her name? We can call her Thane, can't we? Talking helps. Achievement unlocked. Talking helps. I can go up here. Yes, I can. Can I change your name? Yes, I can. Metheld. Okay. Gotta actually... Thane Metheld. Yeah. That's great. I can change her name. Because I want her to be Thane Metheld. Except for it didn't change. That's unfortunate. Really? I can't change it? Oh no. There we go. Enter. Now change. No, it didn't change. Oh, I thought I could change them. That's too bad. Okay, we're gonna get a new group. No, not rename it. We're going to have it as 4. We're gonna rename it as the Guardians. And you're going to be the... No, we're gonna not name it Guardians. We're gonna name it the Warmaids. That's right. Warmaids. Excellent. So all of these fine ladies are going to be part of the Warmaids. You join the Warmaids. Excellent. Okay, so next episode we're going to be starting with the noob starter quest. We're going to run through it relatively quickly, and then the goal is basically to work ourselves into the ability to have a goodly number of manhunters, and no pun intended, but they're going to be our primary purpose. We got 15 prisoner management capacity right now, and that's where we're going to focus on getting a whole bunch of fights early on and get ourselves some prisoners, sell them off, and get us some cash. I want all these ladies in heavy armor and heavily armored and equipped with skills and weapons. I'm probably going to start custom picking their weapons, and maybe not. I'm thinking however, we're going to go with very shortly getting ourselves... I like the one-handed, and I like the hammer of the one-handed. We're probably going to go switch up and get a little bit different. I've got something a special I want to get us for next episode right away. And then I think we'll probably get ourselves like a crossbow for siege activity, but I definitely want to get a lance at some point here. So... You can't hold a lance and a sword and a shield, however, and have bows. So we'll see. I'd like her to be a capable lancer, but we'll see where we take it from there. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you're going to enjoy this episode or this series as much as I am. This is kind of been an intro, getting used to finding out about the characters and setting the plan down and looking into things. But next episode we're going to start getting into the hacking and the slashing. Thank you so much for joining me, and as always, I'll see you in game.